wild nights, where I with thee, wild nights should be our luxury. Futile the winds to a heart in port, done with the compass, done with the chart. Rowing in Eden, ah, the sea, but I'm but more tonight in thee.
Emily Dickinson was born in the early 1800s in Amherst, Massachusetts. She had an extraordinary use of form and syntax. Her poetry is now considered among the finest in the English language. Even though she went through an isolated period in her life, the people with whom she did come in contact had an enormous impact on her poetry. Some of her most iconic poems are Wild Nights, and I Felt a Funeral in My Brain. The first poem sustains an expression of agitated yearning for a reunion with a lover, and the second makes use of some of her favorite metaphors, death and the afterlife. The end is a sort of cliffhanger because the reader is left to ponder as to if the speaker ends in well-being or if their mental anguish takes over. These are among the many poems found in her notebooks that were published by her late sister. While the poet died, however, her poems lived. After her death, Emily's sister Lavinia Dickinson came across a box filled with poetic manuscripts. While studying her sister's affairs, she resolved to display Emily's genius to the world, and eventually enlisted Mabel Loomis Todd, a friend and their brother's mistress, to edit them. In this scene, Emily's sister Lavinia is shown finding Emily's old poetic manuscripts for the first time. She is in awe.
The people and experiences in which Emily came in contact with had an enormous impact in her poetry. One big contributor to Dickinson's development as a poet was the time she spent in Amherst Academy, especially her first master, Leonard Humphrey, who served as the principal in the academy. Dickinson's poetry was heavily influenced by the metaphysical poets of the 17th century England, as well as her reading of the Book of Revelation and her upbringing in a Puritan New England town, which encouraged a Calvinist, orthodox, and conservative approach to Christianity. Another player who was imperative to Dickinson's career was Benjamin Franklin Newton, who first showed her the writings of William Wordsworth and Ralph Waldo Emerson, and his immersed faith in her and her ability to write was a great motivator, and his tragic death was a great influence on her solo writing.